I have time for women. Girls are for boys. Women are for men. Hello internet and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood Puggapillar. Obviously, what we're going to be watching today is Spider-Man 2 from 2004. I already have a video on Spider-Man 1. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend going to watch it because we're going to be watching all of the live-action Spider-Man films up until the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, which releases in December. So that's one Spider-Man video a month, I think, if I know my maths. When it comes to Spider-Man 2, I believe it's a lot of people's favorite superhero movie. Some even say it's the best superhero movie of all time. I haven't seen this movie in a while though, so I'm very interested to re-watch it and just see how I feel about it. I know as a kid that the fight scene that takes place on a certain train really made me want to be a superhero. So I went out and I got bitten by every single spider I could possibly find in the garden, and I actually just ended up in hospital. Holy fuck, man. Sorry to cut it off there. I don't know what I really spoke about last, but my cat Milo, every time I go to film, has to do some dumb shit like knock his water bowl over all over the floor. I got in a fight with him. And just quickly, if you're new to the channel, hi, hello, how you going? Leave me a comment saying, yeah man, just doing good, I think. Smiley face. If you're new to my channel and you like the stuff I make sure you subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell because sometimes people aren't told when I upload. Right before I started filming, I remembered one thing that I needed to say during the intro that just shows you how much I loved Spider-Man as a kid. I have the official comic adaptation of Spider-Man 2. This is not good. So maybe sometimes the nerdy guy does get the girl. And maybe there is room in my life for both love and Spider-Man. In the meantime, I gotta wonder, why is it that when I'm finally getting comfortable with MJ, I have to swing off and be Spider-Man? Look at this, right? Spider-Man 2 comic adaptation. This is my favorite part of the book, by the way. You open it up and there's a page that says trailer. I thought, what the fuck is a trailer in a book? Isn't that just a blurb? If you are one of the unlucky few who missed Spider-Man 1, I can suggest two options. Go buy yourself a copy of the wonderful DVD edition, packed with plenty of extras for both the cinema lover and the comic book lover. Or two, read the following recap. So it just recaps the whole first movie, and it tells you it's called a trailer in a book. That doesn't make sense. Like you're at your local cinema and you look over to the guy like 2 seats down and he's like, holy, have you read this? This trailer is amazing. It gives away too much of the movie though. Grab a drink. This is an Anytime Fitness bottle. I certainly do not do fitness. Grab some snacks and let's swing into Spider-Man 2 2004. Oh, we have to sit through 10 minutes of credits again. Fuck. They are pretty good opening credits though, aren't they? Skip the credits! Let's get into the movie!
Mary Jane Watson. Oh boy. If she only knew how I felt about her.
I don't like Kirsten Dunst staring at me for that long. It's kind of creepy.
Parker, you're late, man. Always late, huh? You are my only hope, all right? You have to make it in time. Peter.
He's got this, don't worry.
You have to go 42 blocks in 7.5 minutes, or your ass is fired.
Never trust Spider-Man. Always trust the pizza delivery boy. One dead delivery boy with 8 pizzas? Over. You want me to take the pizzas? I'm just wondering, how intact would those pizzas be when they arrive? If they're being swung around like that, they would be just mush when they arrived.
No playing in the streets.
Yes, Mr. Spider-Man.
See ya.
See ya. I think we all know what iconic line is about to come up, and I want you to say it with me.
Pizza time.
It's so good. Dude, imagine what the pizzas look like in the box. It doesn't matter if they're cold. What do they look like? It still says Joe on his helmet.
Copy this, your page 1.
Mass menace terrorizes town.
Watch it, jerk!
I'm sorry. I'm trying. I want to be here.
Then be here.
It's quite simple, really. Uncle Ben's car.
How's the play? I read a great review.
It's going fine. It's going good.
She's brilliant.
I can't remember if Kirsten Dunst is still so sleeper in this movie. I think she is in all of them. She's just one of these people. She talks and you just...
We're actually funding one of your idols, Pete. Otto Octavius.
I'm writing a paper on him.
You want to meet him?
Dr. Octopus may be one of the greatest Spider-Man villains there is. I'm legit considering getting a tattoo of, like, his tentacles on me. Not in a sexual way. That sounded really bad when I said it.
I don't have time for girls right now.
I have time for women. Girls are for boys. Women are for men.
If you knew who he was, would you tell me?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, what then? Wait. Oh, for a second there, I thought I was years ago.
How many Zannies did you have, Aunt May?
Here, kiddo. Happy birthday. You need it more than I do.
$20.
For God's sake, it's not much. Now take it. It's just that I miss your Uncle Ben so much. Were I to face the one responsible for what happened,
I feel so bad for Aunt May sometimes. She's so alone, man.
I liked seeing you tonight, Peter.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. Dude, Tobey Maguire's so cheesy, man, but it's so good.
Do you want to say something?
Oh boy, yeah. He says that again. Peter just webbed his pants. I said it in the Spider-Man 1 video, but MJ leads Peter on so much despite her being in a very public relationship. MJ's sort of a bad person.
I'm seeing somebody now.
Why would you say that to someone after you just, like, touched their face, had a very intimate moment, and then straight away go, I'm seeing someone?
I'm gonna come see your play tomorrow night.
You're coming?
MJ, I don't think you understand how many times I've coming.
Rand!
Hi.
Hi. What's hi? Can I spend it?
What? Hi, what's I? Can I spend it? I forgot that in this movie, not only is Peter Parker fighting Dr. Octopus and stuff, he's also fighting rent payments.
All I got is this 20 for the rest of the week.
Sorry, doesn't pay the rent.
That was his birthday money, man. He could have got like 8 pizzas from Joe's Pizza for that money. God, what a shithole. Imagine living in that. Look at the light, dude. You'd walk into the light and fucking... there goes your power.
This is my good friend I called you about. The guy who got me through high school science.
Peter Parker, sir.
Parker? I know what you're doing here, but I really don't have time to talk to students right now. Interesting fellow, your friend.
You got no idea. You should hear about what his dad was doing.
You have to work hard. Intelligence is not a privilege, it's a gift, and you use it for the good of mankind.
Alfred Molina in this movie is so good as Dr. Octopus. I don't think I could see him be recast, which he isn't because he spoiled his own appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home later. Idiot.
You could stabilize the fusion reaction.
Peter, what have we been talking about for the last hour and a half?
Yeah, Peter, have you been listening at all? You meant to be writing a paper.
Rosie, our new friend thinks I'm gonna blow up the city.
He must have read the script.
Did Edison sleep before he turned on the light? Did Marconi sleep before he turned on the radio? Did Beethoven sleep before he wrote the Fifth?
Did Bernoulli sleep before he found the curves of quickest descent?
Did Peter sleep before he got a job at Job's Pizza? I meant Joe's Pizza!
But if you want to get a woman to fall in love with you, feed her poetry.
This green all her garments. And her hair was like the sunshine.
I love that it cuts to him in a laundromat just reading poetry. Peter is such a simp. I don't care what anyone says. If they disagree with me or not, he is such a simp for women. Okay, this is no Nickelback hero, by the way. Watches the all fly away! But nice try. Oh man, that sucks. No one's like, I just saw a guy.
How'd you do that?
Yeah?
Plenty of rest. You know, eat your green vegetables.
That's what my mom is always saying. I just never actually believed her.
I just love that no one else questioned him. It was like, what? How the fuck did you just know there was a car about to hit you and you flipped backwards?
It's a web.
It's a web. Terrible aim for people who are trying to be armed robbers, by the way.
Shoelace.
God, Bruce Campbell, man.
No one will be seated after the doors are closed. It helps maintain the illusion.
That's right, because they cancelled the 4th Spider-Man and he was apparently going to be Mysterio at the very start. That makes a lot more sense, him, like, emphasizing the word illusion. Ah! My back! Even I could feel that. Holy shit, dude. How are you able to walk that off? Is it because he feels sad and, like, depressed? So that means he can't shoot webs? I can't remember. Oh, this scene's great.
Cool Spidey outfit.
Cool Spidey outfit.
Thanks.
Thanks. As if you wouldn't look at that costume and how good it looks and go, holy fuck, that is actually Spider-Man. That guy's an S-tier cosplayer, man. I refuse to believe that MJ is plastered around the city that much. I think that's a little bit overkill on the marketing, guys. That's a little bit too much.
Hi, MJ. This is Peter. I was on my way to your show. I was on my bike.
She's such a bitch, man. She leads him on, and then when he can't rock up to something she's in, she cracks the shits at him. I fucking hate Mary Jane, man. You're such a fucking bitch.
I know you predicted I'd disappoint you.
Bingo.
Bitch. And you know what? I bet you if MJ knew he was Spider-Man right now, she'd be like, oh my god,
my fucking lower regions are so moist right now. I love Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man.
If a guy like Peter told me on the phone that he was Spider-Man, I would laugh.
If you got hurt, I could never forgive myself.
He doesn't even realize that, like, he's ran out of talking time. Does anyone still use payphones, by the way? Is that still a thing people use?
Before we start, has anybody lost a large roll of $20 bills in a rubber band?
Yes, actually.
Because we found the rubber band.
Thanks. I needed that rubber band for the 50s I have.
These 4 actuators were developed and programmed for the sole purpose of creating...
Now, as cool as this experiment is, this is the dumbest thing you can possibly do. He hasn't even trialed it. God, dude, so good.
Doctor, if the artificial intelligence in the arms is as advanced as you suggest, couldn't that make you vulnerable to them?
Which is why I developed this inhibitor chip to protect my higher brain function.
That I leave openly exposed on the back of my neck. At least put a cover or something over it, man. All it takes is one kid with a vendetta to come up behind you and just like, crush, there it goes.
I'd like to thank Harry Osborn and Oscorp Industries for providing it.
Happy to pay the bills, Otto.
Shut the fuck up, James Franco.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts.
Consider me fastened. This experiment is just a lawsuit waiting to happen, by the way.
This doesn't change anything.
Dude, he just saved your life, man. This doesn't change anything. Shut up. Remember that cover I was talking about? Might have been helpful there. Spider-Man there pulling out the wires from the generator is like when your mum tries to pull out the router from the internet, but she doesn't know what she's doing.
She's like, I don't know, what cord do I pull out so he can't keep playing Fortnite?
So I suggest we cut off these mechanical arms, slice up the harness, and if need be, consider a laminectomy.
This is like one of my favorite scenes ever. It's so haunting. Oh. Jeez. Holy fuck. Absolutely terrifying. I think it's 10 times scarier because it's just sound. There's no music at all. One of the things I love about the design of Dr. Octopus in this is that each arm has like its own personality and they all look different. It's awesome.
Guy named Otto Octavius winds up with 8 limbs. What are the odds?
I would say 1 in 8.
What are we gonna call this guy?
Dr. Octopus.
That's crap.
Science Squid?
Crap.
Doctor Strange.
Ah!
Genius.
This is the same guy, by the way, that said that the Green Goblin in the last movie should be called Green Meanie. Same guy.
You're fired.
Chief, the planetarium party.
Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
You're fired. You're unfired.
Big party for an American hero. My son, the astronaut.
Could you pay me in advance?
You serious?
Hey,
For
what? Standing there.
Planetarium tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
That's so good.
Rebuild.
The way the arms like talk to him and stuff. Oh my god. I love it.
Make it bigger and stronger than ever. But we need money. Steal it? No, I'm not a criminal. The real crime would be not to finish what we started.
I still think stealing from a bank is a crime.
Power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Nothing will stand in our way.
My Uncle Ben's life insurance.
Yes, but I'm afraid it's just not sufficient.
Well, you want me to fucking bring Uncle Ben in? I'll fucking... Yeah, I know where he is. I'll bring him in and you can talk to him yourself.
But the fact is, you do not have the assets to justify this loan.
At least we get the toaster.
Actually, that's only with a deposit of 300 or more.
I feel like Aunt May's more devastated about not getting the free toaster. She's like, fuck the loan, don't worry about it, but that free toaster.
Peter! Don't leave me!
She has no idea he's Spider-Man, by the way. It just looks like he's just running away from it.
Here's your change!
That would hurt, actually. That would hurt. That poor person in the taxi then was just like this. Aunt May has good bladder control because if that was me being held like that, I would be shitting onto the street. Okay. No.
Hang on!
Are we really expecting a 70-year-old woman, possibly 80, to be able to hold herself up for that long? I don't think so. Oh, that's right. I forgot it was like a ledge. I really expected her to fall.
Shame on you.
And that's on female empowerment. You go, Aunt May. You go, girl. Hey, police. Are we not worried about the civilians in the building that could potentially look out the window?
Oh, call an ambulance!
I did not mean to shoot her. I love how much that, like, Peter gets cucked in these movies. He just gets fucked by everyone.
Captain John Jameson.
As I said, he gets fucked in every movie. Your boss's son is porking your love interest. What the fuck do you do? Andy gets fucked again, man. He just wanted some food.
Hi.
Oh, you.
Oh, she's such a bitch. Fuck you. Oh my god, I don't like you.
I've been reading poetry lately.
Whatever that means.
She's a performer on stage and she doesn't know what poetry is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you all to know that the beautiful Miss Mary Jane Watson has just agreed to marry me.
That's so random. Haven't you guys been dating for like 2 weeks? Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
I don't know if it makes sense or not, but because he's having a shit time, his webbing and powers stop working?
You seem very okay to me. My diagnosis? It's up here.
You're telling me I have a mental illness?
So you're Spider-Man.
In my dream.
Why does he climb these walls? What does he think of himself? Maybe you're not supposed to be Spider-Man climbing those walls. That's why you keep falling.
That's right. And then he like throws the suit in the trash. He takes advice from a doctor and quits being Spider-Man.
Take my hand, son.
No, Uncle Ben.
At least hide the suit a little bit better, Peter, okay? Swaggy as. My man is vibing in his head so hard right now. The way it bounces out the window is brilliant.
You want to get some chow mein?
Peter, I'm getting married.
He just wants to get some chow mein. What do you mean?
You once told me you loved me.
She literally told you that she loved you at fucking Uncle Ben's grave. And now she's like, I'm getting married. Don't want to get chow mein with you.
I got a garbage man here, so he's got something you might want to see.
Where the hell did you get that?
In the garbage.
I finally got to him. The power of the press triumphs. All right, 100. Miss Brandt, give this man his money and throw in a bar of soap.
One of the best things about this movie is there's an outtake that wasn't in the movie where J. Jonah Jameson is jumping around in his office wearing the suit. Ooh, they were checking you out, Petey boy. They were giving you a look.
It wasn't fair to have gone like that. He was a peaceful man.
What the fuck is the dog bowl thing on the ground?
And it was all my doing.
Oh my god, it's for flowers. Do you think Aunt May ever questioned Peter as to why he ran off on her at the bank?
You were at the library. You were doing your homework.
He drove me to the library, but I never went in. The thief was running towards me. Could have stopped him, but I wanted revenge. He wanted a car. He tried to take Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben said no, and then he shot him.
Fuck, bro. Sometimes it's better not to say anything.
I held his hand when he died.
Oh my god, you can just tell how furious and heartbroken she is. Oh, I didn't understand this as a kid. Ah, fuck! It's because I have the headphones so loud, it scared me.
Hello, Harry.
Otto, what do you want?
Oh, what a boss move that is. Catches his drink and then takes it for himself. That's so boss.
We'll make a deal.
It'd be a shame if Harry was wearing like Ugg boots or something, right? And then, you know, they're not secured on his feet, so he just slips out and dies.
Don't hurt Peter!
I know he's spoilt that he's going to be in it, but my god, dude, he's so perfect for the role.
Is anybody in that building? We think there's a kid stuck on the second floor.
I like how this scene here perfectly mirrors the scene in the first movie, but he doesn't have any powers this time. Damn, that girl is fucking... she's ripped!
You got some guts, kid.
Some poor soul got trapped on the 4th floor. Never made it out.
God damn!
Would you like a piece of chocolate cake?
It's gonna cost you, though. Rent!
Got a message. It's your aunt.
Fuck you for being responsible for killing Uncle Ben.
Henry Jackson across the street is giving me a hand, and I'm giving him $5.
$5. That is child labor.
About my last visit.
It's water over the dam or under the bridge or wherever you like it, but...
in a water bottle.
But you made a brave move in telling me the truth, and I'm proud of you.
Where are all my comic books?
Oh, those dreadful things. I gave those away.
How dare you give my comics away, Aunt May? At least I still have my Spider-Man 2 official comic adaptation.
You'll never guess who he wants to be. Spider-Man.
Why?
Kids like Henry need a hero. Courageous, self-sacrificing people. Everybody loves a hero. People line up for him, cheer them, scream their names. I believe there's a hero in all of us.
I really like how this movie just takes it slow for a little bit and, you know, focuses on Peter and his family. I really like that.
Spider-Man did that for Henry, and he wonders where he's gone.
The movie also has a really strong message about how good someone can be. I don't know, I can see why people think this is the best superhero movie.
Strong focus on what I want. My back! Oh, my back!
I like how it goes from I'm back to my back! My back! No one's concerned about a guy they just saw fall off the side of a building. They're just going about their day.
Lean your head back for me.
Put my head back?
Yeah, just do it.
That's so weird. Mary Jane just asked him to do that so then she could pretend she's kissing Spider-Man.
I'm back on the moon.
Oh my god, Mary Jane wants Spider-Man's dick so bad. But not Peter Parker's.
Hiya.
Surprised?
Mary.
Some part of me heard what you had to say after the show that night.
I love that she doesn't even say sorry for being a bitch. She's just like...
I've been thinking about things.
I thought I could be there for you, Mary Jane. But I can't.
Even Peter, half the time he's around Mary Jane, just sounds like he's half asleep.
Kiss me.
What the fuck? She's insane! I've never realized how insane she is.
Just one kiss.
You're getting married, bitch. What are you doing? Fuck me sideways and call me Otto Octavius. Fucking hell. Okay, there's at least 2 confirmed kills there. That poor person behind the register would not have time to get out of the way. Also, thank you, Dr. Octopus, for just putting that cafe out of business. They're never gonna open again.
Peter Parker. And the girlfriend. I want you to find your friend, Spider-Man. Tell him to meet me at the West Side Tower at 3 o'clock. I'll peel the flesh off her bones.
Shut up, Mary Jane. Come on, it'd be like a roller coaster. I hate that I'm the one to say this, but I really couldn't give a fuck if you stole Mary Jane. I wouldn't even care if you threw her off the side of a building. Peter's like, can I grab an espresso to go? Now his Spider-Man powers are back. Because he didn't get his espresso latte.
I drove Spider-Man away.
He was the only one who could have stopped Octavius.
Spider-Man was a hero. He was a thief! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted!
Awesome shot, that was really cool, but that's not how sunglass reflections work. But really cool shot though. Can you imagine if that, like, actually hit him? Yeah, Grant down on the sidewalk just took a fucking chunk of metal to the head.
What the hell?
Behold, one of the greatest fighting sequences in a superhero movie. Imagine being in that train just reading and then going like... Oh, that's him! Ooh. Ouch! Dr. Octopus literally turned the scene from 0 to 100 real quick. You have a train to catch. Yes, I'm a big fan of Spider-Man. Can you tell?
Tell everyone to hang on! Break it down!
My kneecaps!
Any more bright ideas?
Oh, okay, fucking Gerald. You come out the front of the train and stop it then. Oh god, that vertigo shot's so nice. This part's a little bit goofy, but how else are you meant to stop this train? Imagine if they didn't use their brain there and stop him from falling. He just is gone. The only thing that I find unbelievable about this scene is the fact that everyone in here just keeps his identity secret, despite seeing his face. I can almost guarantee there would be one greedy fuck that would have to take a picture and then send it to the Daily Bugle for like $5 grand.
We found something.
Dude, dope t-shirt. Very 2000s.
We won't tell nobody.
Spider-Man's like, don't worry about it, guys. You've seen my face. Call me Peter.
He's mine! You want to get to him, you got to go through me.
And me.
Reminds me of the bit from the first movie where the New Yorkers just start throwing bricks at the Green Goblin. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Where do you want him?
I can look into your eyes as you die. Peace.
Harry, don't worry. I'm just cosplaying, okay?
You killed my father.
I understand, but the whole city's about to go down.
There are bigger things happening here.
Exactly. You can sort that shit out with a coffee afterwards or something, but right now, if we don't sort this out, we're not going to be able to have coffee because New York won't exist.
I can't let you go. You'd bring the police. Not that anybody could stop me now that Spider-Man's dead.
Oh shit. shit, I didn't even see him up there. I didn't actually see him crawling across.
I should have known Osborn wouldn't have the spine to finish you.
You're gonna hurt a lot more people this time.
Well, that's a risk we're willing to take.
Even the fact he uses wear, like the arms are now a part of him. Oh, so good. Yeah, I'm willing to bet those arms aren't waterproof. Bye. Come on! Just let it go! She tried the female empowerment thing, but it didn't really work for Mary Jane. One of the things that I love about these movies that movies today don't really do as much is just destroy the suit by the end. Just rip it apart. Get a little bit of blood on it. Don't be shy. Show us how powerful the villain actually is.
We have to shut it down.
Peter Parker.
He's like, this fucking guy. Do you know how easy this would have been if you had just told me at the cafe?
I can't destroy it.
You once spoke to me about intelligence. That it was a gift to be used for the good of mankind. Don't listen to them.
That tentacle was like, you listening to this motherfucker right now?
He's right.
No, he's not right.
The river. Drown it. I'll do it.
Question, how hot is this thing, by the way, if it's the equivalent of like the sun? Aren't we hot?
This is really heavy.
You actually want to go on a date now?
You do love me.
I do.
Alright guys, great, but she's still engaged. That CG hasn't aged the best. I would say rest in peace, Dr. Octopus, but he spoiled that in No Way Home, this is exactly how he arrives. He gets portaled or something from that point. I guess I should say, see you in December instead.
Spider-Man will always have enemies.
In the third movie, Spider-Man has Venomies, not... not enemies. He has Venomies.
You and I can never be.
Mary Jane, you are literally engaged right now. What the fuck is wrong with your brain?
I just want to be piped by Spider-Man.
So technically Mary Jane has like a Spider-Man fetish if you think about it. Sounds like a sticky fetish to me. I can't remember this scene.
I'm here.
Oh my god, I actually forgot that he had a cameo in this.
I'm alive in you, Harry. Now it's your turn.
Pete's my best friend.
And I'm your father. You were always weak. You'll always be weak until you take control.
Avenge me! No!
Uh-oh. Holy shit. That leaves me with a question of how did he get the equipment again, or were they like a second prototype? Even on her wedding day, Mary Jane looks bored. How?
Call Deborah. Tell her not to open the caviar.
That's not cute. I don't think she realizes this. That's not cute. Mary, you're such a bitch. No one likes you. You can't be doing that.
Can't you respect me enough to let me make my own decision?
You're getting married. It's not about decisions. You made a choice. Oh my god, she makes me so angry.
So here I am, standing in your doorway.
Okay, now please leave.
I've always been standing in your doorway.
Go to your wedding.
Isn't it about time somebody saved your life?
Fuck's sake. I don't like Mary Jane at all. I didn't like her as a kid, but watching her now, oh my god, I really don't like her. Why does Mary Jane have to be the final shot? So that was my movie reaction to Spider-Man 2. I actually forgot how good the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are, and in my honest opinion, I don't even think Spider-Man 3 is that bad, but then what they did to Venom in that movie, don't even get me started about it. I guess we'll find out what I think of it now when we watch Spider-Man 3 next. Spider-Man 2 is, I would agree, one of the best superhero movies out there. It's about how good someone can be. I went on about this whilst I watched it, but Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus is just so perfect. Finalizing my thoughts a little bit, I think the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies have aged really well. I don't know why, but there's something so nostalgic and fun about them, despite them being insanely cheesy at times. And I fucking hate Mary Jane's guts. She is boring and she is a bitch. So when I filmed this video yesterday, I actually completely forgot to give it a rating. So I'm going to give Spider-Man 2 a 4.5 Tobey Maguires out of 5. I give it 4.5 stars because I really struggle to nitpick this movie. The only problem I have with it is Mary Jane, because she's fucking boring and she's a bitch. But other than that, the movie just has a really, really strong message of there's always good in someone. They just have to be able to find it. And you know, everyone's a superhero in their own way, which is such a good message. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a big like or a little like, depending on your thumb size. Share this video with a friend or two, and I look really forward to watching Spider-Man 3 and seeing what I think about it now. So I'll see you all when I see you the next time we do this, which will be then, and that's when we will continue what we... probably next week, alright? See you then.